So I've just sprayed the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water on my face. My face is starting to dry and it's feeling a little bit tacky on the skin now. So I'm going to go in with some foundation. The foundation I'm going to be using is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. This is a water-based foundation. It's very, very liquidy, if you can hear that. So you do need to shake it up really, really well. This is in the shade 8.0. I've actually been really enjoying this foundation, which is quite surprising. I don't know why. I was expecting a lot less from it, I suppose. But for some reason it's actually really, really nice, and I've just realised I don't have a mirror. Okay, now it's going to go in with a damp beauty blender and start blending that in. I'm not going to worry too much about my under eye area because I am going to do concealing and fixing up any potential fallout later on. The eyeshadows that I'm using though, I haven't noticed any fallout on it, so I'm not really too concerned. So that is all on now. Like I said, I'm going to go back and do touching up and concealing and stuff later on, but I'm going to start on with the eyes. I'm going to prime my eye first using the NARS Smudgeproof Pro Prime this thing. I don't even know what it's called. I'm running out of this so bad. A squeezy tube, because then I could get all the product out, but I know there's still some in there, but the packaging annoys me. Anyway, now that I've got my foundation, now that I've got my primer on, I'm going to go in with this round fluffy brush and this shade here, Wanderer. Tap it off. I'm just going to put that in the crease. Use this as a transition shade. So I put it in the crease, but more focusing above the crease because I am using quite dark colours in my crease, and this just does help to blend that out quite a bit. And my phone just fell. When I'm doing crease work, I actually like to look straight ahead in a mirror and and see that the product is getting placed above where I would look with my eye open. You sort of have got really badly hooded eyes and you're doing it sort of like with one eye open and just sort of guessing. When you open up, you might not be able to see what you've just put on. So when I do my eye makeup, I always like to look straight ahead into a mirror and base my colour placement by looking straight ahead. Little tip for you. Okay, that'll do for now. I'm going to come back and blend that out. I'm going to go in now with a smaller tapered eye crease sort of brush. This is from OCC. I don't know what number this is. It could be 10 or 11. It is a really, really beautiful, beautiful brush. It is the perfect size to do what I'm about to do. I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is Multitasker, this deep purple. I apologise for my voice. I am starting to get sick. I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner. Brush it on. Because this shade is really quite dark, you don't want to go too much too soon, so just add a little bit and just gradually build the colour up. I'm just going to focus this also on the inner corner. So this is where I start to look like I've been punched in the eye. It's not a cute look at the beginning, so if you're doing it and you start to think, wow, this is just not really working for me, give it time and let the process happen. So now that I've got it right in that inner corner, and I'm really pushing into the inner corner there just to make sure that's really, really dark, and on the outer corner I'm just going to start feathering what's left of my brush just into the crease. You can sort of see when I tilt my head back that that's where I'm going. Again, do it with my eye open so I can see that I'm placing that colour where I can see it. I will do a review of this palette coming up because I'm really actually impressed with this one. There's not many matte eyeshadow palettes that I tend to like all that much, but this Tarte one I am very impressed with. So again, just pushing it right into the inner corner to make sure it's getting all the way in there. So I'm going to go in with a 217 brush. I'm going to go in with this colour next to that one, which is Best Friend, which is a bit of a lighter purple, and I'm just going to basically go over that just to warm it up a little bit because it is very, very deep. You just sort of help blend that in with the transition shade. No, go back in with that original fluffy brush, no extra product, and just start blending. For the centre of my eye, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek foil shadow. This is the shadow in Daydreamer. It is this sort of really lovely light lilac sort of purple. I'm just going to go in with my ring finger and just push that right in on the centre there. So I'm going to go in with the brush as well just to help blend it out a bit more, but this is just going to add that really nice like halo effect, that bit of light right in the centre of your eyelid. Okay, just to blend that out, because as you can see it's sort of come a little bit too far on the inner corner there, I'm going to go back in with that small OCC brush and just start bringing some of that darker shade back there and tilt my head back and just put it into the crease, just so it's not letting that silver, the lighter shadow, get into my crease, because I don't want that. I want the light shadow to stay on my lid. I'm going to add a thin coat of mascara. This is the Perfekt Lash Perfecting Gel. And the lashes I'm going to use are from Socialeyes, and these are the Siren lashes. This is what they look like. They're thick and long and fluttery and dramatic, and they are beautiful, beautiful lashes. With this halo eye look, I don't want my lashes to be too wispy on the outside and sort of wing out, because the focus is right on the center of my eye. So I'm going to go in with this lash, which is really nice and thick and pointy right in the center of the eye, and I think they look absolutely beautiful with this eye makeup. So the next thing I'm going to do is just put a bit of eyeliner on, just to hide the band a little bit. I don't need to do too much. I'm not going to do a wing or anything because the focus on the eye is the center. So I'm just going to go in with a black liquid liner and mainly focusing it just on this inner corner, and just put it right along the lash band there. So it's just hiding it a little bit, but not. Now that that has been done, I'm going to go and do my brows. I'm just going to go in with the Benefit Gimmie Brow. I'm really loving this shape. I always love the shape that she does, but this last time in particular, I just super loved it. Really, really happy with it. So I'm going to just brush that through, just to add a little bit of thickness, but I don't want to be too much because I've got kind of a lot going on my eyes. And for under eye concealer today, I'm going to want to light brighten it up quite a bit. So I'm going to go in with the Studio Pro Longwear Concealer in NW30. I'm just going to just start applying that. Blending that out with a beauty blender. And then just to add a little bit more of a highlight, I'm going to go in with the MAC Light Forecast thing and just add a little bit more highlight just in that center and bringing it out towards my cheekbones. And let's do the typical, you know, that kind of highlighting deal. Blend that all out. Okay, so to set that, I'm going to go in with a tapered thingy brush. I'm going to use the banana powder and this one here. Just get under there and set that before it creases. So to set the rest of my face, I'm just going to go in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and this one is in medium dark. I'm just going to go with the Ray Morris Mineral Buffer Brush. I'm just going to tap it on, just sort of push it into the other rest of my face. And then for contouring, I'm going to go back in with the contour kit because it's there, and the Ita brush, and just sort of mix these two shades together. Again, and take them to my temples. I'm going to go in with my Tarte Off the Cuff palette. I'm going to use this shade here because I really like this one. An old #1 Deluxe Kabuki brush from Ray Morris. This is the old one, but still quite nice. I just sort of push it onto my cheekbones, into my apples of my cheeks, and then sort of just slowly push it back towards the temple. So for my lower waterline, I was thinking of doing black. I'm going to use a flesh tone pencil. This is the Scandaleyes pencil in 005 Nude. I'm just going to put that in my lower waterline there. So it's just adding a little bit of lightness. So then for my lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with the Tartelette palette. I'm going to use this flat, just finer brush, I think it is. It's just one of those really square ones. And I'm going to go in with Best Friend, which is the lighter purple shade I used. And I'm just going to push that into my lower lash line and sort of just blend it in underneath the eye there. I'm just going to go in with a small tapered blending brush and just sort of blend that out a little bit. So I'm just going to go in now with mascara on my lower lashes. And now for highlighter, I'm just going to go in with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal and a Ray Morris fan brush. And just start putting that just on the high points of my cheeks. For a brow bone highlight, I'm going to go in with just a fluffy angled kind of brush. I'm going to go in with Free Spirit, the matte cream shade, and just push that under my brow bone there just to highlight that a little bit. I don't want too much shimmer up here because I've got a lot going on with the rest of my face. So just light dusting of highlight under here. And now for lips, I'm going to go in with a light pink lip, and this is number 32 from the Rouge Artist Intense line from Makeup Forever. This is probably as light a pink as I can go with lipstick. And now just to turn that down, because it's a little bit too pink for this look that I wanted to go with, I'm going to go and put Marion Lip Tart over it, and this is a little bit more of a browny, nudie sort of pink. Add a little bit just to sort of, yeah, mute it just the tiniest bit. So that is the finished look there, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I really love how this turned out. I love the lashes, I love the eyes, I love how smoky and dark and bold it is. If you want reviews on any of these products that I've tried today as well, please leave it in the comment bar below and I'll certainly get around to that. I will be reviewing the Tartelette palette certainly in the next week or so, so do keep an eye out for that one. Also in the description box I'm going to have a link to a blog post where I've got more up close photos and every single product that I've used today is listed in that blog post, so go and check that out. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you have any more tutorial requests, please leave it in the comment bar below as well. And I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!